Good morning, my beauties. Well, good morning, everyone. It's November 15th. I'm here in the Uintas at the Crystal Lake trailhead. You can see the sun's starting to come over the mountain there. It's about 7:30, I believe. About 31 degrees. We're gonna try to do the Clyde Lake loop, which is gonna take us by quite a few lakes up here in the Wall Lake area. Probably hop up to the notch, have a view, and hopefully make that loop. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll check in along the way and see how it goes. Well, right off the bat, we're at our first lake here. This is Lily Lakes, plural, on the map. There's some discrepancy on some of the maps. I'm not sure which one's right, but right behind me is another lake, and some people think that's the other Lily Lake, and other maps have it marked as Ponds Lake, so I'm not sure what it is. But looks like they're iced over already. Or finally, I guess. It's been such a warm fall. We'll check in on the next lake. Well, this is Ponds Lake, P-O-N-D-S, or one of the Lily Lakes, depending on which map you look at. Like the other lake, Lily Lake over there, this it's got its ice started. Not sure how much is on there, but it definitely froze all the way over. That's pretty fascinating. I can just stomp on the shoreline and get that motion in the water. And those almost purposefully geometric designs in the ice. That is pretty weird. Never seen anything like that. Well, the trail condition today is perfect. It is a little weird because it's frozen hard. I mean, it's literally hard as a rock. Tips of my trekking poles are just bouncing around off the top of this. We've moved in close to the stream here, coming out of Wall Lake. It looks like we're coming up on the dam here. Get around the corner here and we'll probably be able to see that. I know there's a little bridge up on top somewhere. Yeah, there's a little bridge up there. So we're going to be up to Wall Lake in just a minute. Well, this is Wall Lake. This is the first time I've been up here. My dad's told me about many times he's been up here in years past. He used to come up here with his uncles. And that wall is beautiful. Over there you can see the notch up on Notch Mountain. We're going to head up there a little bit later on. And around the corner here you can see a little bit of Reed's Peak and Bald Mountain behind the trees. The sun's making its way up. That's going to feel pretty good. It's cool up here this morning, that's for sure. It's mid-30s right now. There's Notch Mountain with part of Wall Lake in the front. It's kind of mesmerizing watching the reflection there. Much as it hurts the heart knowing all those trees are dead up there, the ones that have been attacked by the beetles. It makes for an interesting color variation with the green pines up there. It's a sad thing. I know it's just the way nature goes, but I'll probably never see it all green again in my lifetime, so I'm just glad I got to see it before it got bad. We're going to head over. We're walking across the dam right now. I'm going to head across that little bridge over there, up along the side of Wall Lake, and continue up the trail. It's one of the many unnamed ponds up here along the way. Well, we came up from that last pond. It switched backs up through here. It's a little bit steep, but nothing bad. And up here to this little wall here, and we got a good view of Haystack Mountain. Looks like that might be a fun one to summit one day, if I'm fortunate enough. We got a little bit more to switch back up here, and I'm not sure exactly if we reach Hope Lake at this point, but I'm kind of guessing that's what's up here, so we're gonna head up the trail. I've arrived at Hope Lake. I'm just loving these cliffs along all these lakes. They're really beautiful. And that's Mount Watson there in the back. Pretty impressive mountain stacking up there. I'm glad I've got that to steer by, know where I'm at. And the notch right up here behind those trees. Well, I've come across a trail marker showing the way to go to the notch up that way, and going down to Clyde Lake. So this is the cut going across. And we're going to go up to the notch, and that's supposed to be cairned. Well, it's a little after 9 o'clock, and I've made it up to the notch. It's pretty windy up here, pretty cold, but that sun's helping a little bit. So we came up from down there at Wall Lake. And this is Twin Lakes down here in front of me. And I think that's John Lake to the right and Watson Lake, right at the base of Mount Watson, I'm pretty sure. And of course, this is the side we came up a week or so ago. There was actually more snow up here when I came up before, so this mild fall is just incredible for being able to still get out. Well, I found a little place to get out of the wind here up in the rocks, so I'm going to sit down there, get a drink, have a snack, and then we'll be heading off down this direction. And there's supposed to be cairns on the way down. I haven't seen any yet, but we'll go scout it out and see what happens. Talk at you later. Another small, unnamed lake coming down off the notch. Looks like it's about maybe 20%, 25% froze over. And we're headed over in the direction of Mount Watson there. We're looking for John Lake. This is John Lake. One of 3 named Peter, James, and John. They're over, the other 2 are over west of here, you know, right straight through there. Won't be going over there today, I don't think. We're saying goodbye to Notch Mountain. Came down off the notch right there. And then we're going to head down to Clyde Lake. This is Clyde Lake. Pretty cool. It's got all this exposed rock over here that obviously this lake is sitting in. Goes all the way up around there. I almost walked past it. I was coming in above it, following cairns down through past some other ponds, and got past John Lake. I needed to cut over to the east a little bit, but I missed that, so we got it. There's a well-established trail starting here, so we'll be going around Clyde. I don't know if you can see, but there's probably 30 brook trout right in here or more. There's a parting shot of Clyde Lake. Well, here's a view. A few peaks up here. Obviously there's Notch Mountain to the left and the Notch. Reed's Peak and Bald Mountain. And I guess that's Murdoch Mountain to the right there over the pass. And that's Wall Lake down below us. Watson Lake. Appropriately at the base of Mount Watson. And from here it's downhill back down to the trailhead, I believe. We'll check in later. Well, this is Linear Lake, and I hope you can see why it's called Linear Lake. It just pretty much snakes all the way through this little meadow, all the way over there. This is Pettit Lake, P-E-T-I-T. They definitely look interesting when it's got the clear ice on them. Love it. And Cliff Lake. And back down to the other side of Ponds Lake. Well, I'm going to go do it again. I got done doing the Clyde Lake loop a little while ago today, and this weather is just incredibly wonderful. And so I got half a day left here yet. So I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do, but I just never did it for some reason. I'm going to go do the Bald Mountain Trail. We'll find out if the legs are too tired after doing the loop down there. So we're going to head out right now, see what it's like. Well, I made it to the summit of Bald Mountain. Something I wanted to do forever. For some reason I never did it. It's pretty incredible being up this high, being able to have this view. Looking down in there. That's where I was hiking down there this morning on the Clyde Lake Loop. I can't believe I'm looking over the top of Reed's Peak. That's amazing. We'll get some video from the other side. Well, for those of you that's not been up here like me before today, this is what it looks like up on top of Bald Mountain. It's not exactly bald, kind of stubbly, but this mountain's just one big pile of rocks. It's amazing, all these fractured rocks are right up on top. Oh, snow. Falling down in there. Well, here's the head of the Duchesne River drainage from Bald Mountain. You can see Mirror Lake down there. Pass Lake. Up there a ways, Scout Lake and other small lakes are over there. I didn't know we can see the Kubrant Lake. Oh, I take that back. That's not Kubrant Lake, that's Camas Lake. Mount Marcel's on the left, so Kubrant's on the other side of that. So that's Camas Lake. Then we got Hayden Peak, Mount Agassiz. This is incredible. I was looking at all the local area and I forgot I'm looking at the Wasatch over there. There's Timpanogos and all the Wasatch back. That is amazing. Looking off into Wyoming. Just for you, Patty, going through a grove of your favorite Christmas trees. These are those high alpine firs or subalpine firs, whatever they call them. That's all that's growing right in through here.